am done being the girl manifesting a specific person. I am done being that version of myself. I am tired. Hello, my fellow flawless, limitless, sexy, sassy, saucy HBICs. How are you on this lovely morning, afternoon, or evening? How are you all? I hope you're all doing fabulous. I hope you're all choosing to be the versions of self that have exactly what you want. I hope that's what you're doing. I hope you're identifying as already being the you that has whatever it is. Whatever your little heart desires, I hope that's what you're doing. And if not, let me know in the comments. I notice not many people are leaving that in the comments because you know I'm going to sass you. But anyway, in today's video, we are going to talk about really seeing through the veil of your identity. Really seeing through it. And I'm hoping that maybe me presenting it in this way, it's going to help some of you snap out of being a version of yourself that you do not want to be anymore. Just saying. I'm going to give you some heads up here. I got poop snoring on one side of me, and I'm not going to... Ooh, that just woke her up. Maybe she was offended with me telling you. Also, the washer and dryer going. Yeah, we got laundry around here. I got to do the laundry. And this is the best time for me to record, so... Okay? Hope y'all can deal with it. Anyway, if you would like to work with me in any way, shape, or form, I would love for you to very much click the box below that takes you to the box below. The little more section, the drop box below. That has every possible way of connecting with me. If you want to work with me with one-on-one coaching, emergency coaching, one of my 3 channel memberships, all of that information is in that drop box below. And I would encourage you, if you were thinking about joining the channel memberships, you might want to do it tonight, since we will have 2 of them tonight. Yes. At 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the Advanced Manifestors, aka the VIP group. That Advanced Manifestors group is a group where we are deep diving everything you can think about regarding manifestation. We are deep diving to deepen our understanding, that way making it easier for us to accept, believe, and trust that we are who we say we are, and then we get what we want in reality. That's the purpose of that group. If you join that group, well, that automatically gives you access to all of the channel memberships. The second channel membership is the exclusive lives group, and that is the group that goes live together on Tuesdays as well at 9:30 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. That is the group to come to have the zhuzh only. We only talk success stories and tips and tricks. We also have the Friday Hot Seat group, and they go live together every single Friday at 9 a.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. That is the group that comes with a trigger warning. If you get triggered by other people's shit, other people's circumstances, you're not going to want to come to that group. But if you can handle it and want to get some answers for your own situation, come to the Hot Seat group. Again, the VIP Advanced Manifestors, they have access to anyone. They can come to any one of those membership nights and mornings. And if they have to miss a night, they are the group that has access to the replays. All the replays of the memberships. Just saying. Also, channel members, paid channel members, if you're in the exclusive lives, the hot seat, or the advanced manifestors, you have a 20% discount on coaching. Just telling you that. Okay. Enough of that. Enough of selling me. Let's talk about who you really are. Now, this is coming from one of my amazing coaching sessions today. This coaching session from a lovely, lovely girl that I enjoy talking to. We were chit-chatting about her and her changing self and blah, blah, blah. And it jarred my memory on something. And really, I've been saying this message all along, but maybe giving it to you from this different perspective, it might help give you that light bulb moment that you might need. So again, every single day, every single moment, you are walking around believing you are a certain self, a certain version of you. So you're walking around carrying yourself, identifying with things in reality, identifying as, this is my true life. This is who I really am. We have an identity. That's really another fancy way of saying who you believe you are, who you really think you are. When we first find manifestation, we really believe that our reality is the one true reality, and all of the things we've experienced up until that point are stuck to us like glue because we really lived them. We really had the experience. And that's the thing, is no, that's just what you're aware of right now in this moment. It's what you're aware of. So I'm going to be using a specific person example to help here. And, the lovely human being that I was chatting with today is manifesting a specific person, but is also desiring to, this person wants to change, all aspects of her life. She's manifesting, multiple things. And she's really becoming more and more aware that she's becoming a new self. And, towards the end of the call, I said something and she's like, that just clicked with me. And I'm like, awesome. And here's the thing. When we're manifesting, if we're manifesting a specific person, and if we're someone that's been on the journey for any more than a month, our human, rational, logical mind, it can start to make us feel bad that we're still manifesting that specific person, especially if we haven't had any movement, we hadn't had anything encouraging. And, the concept of time often comes into the equation. How much longer am I going to do this shit? How much longer is this going to take? Right? And then for some of us, maybe we've been on the journey for more than, the time you expected to be on it. I understand. I'm not stupid. I know logically and literally everyone just wants what they're manifesting and they want it right now. Well, that's the thing. Sometimes we don't realize it. But who we are really aware of being is the version of ourselves that is manifesting. So, in other words, for some of us, we're walking around not even realizing we are identifying as the version of ourselves that are manifesting our specific person. So without even meaning to, we are identifying as, I'm the me that doesn't have it. I'm the me that doesn't think they're going to be in the relationship, or they don't believe that they are becoming that self, or they don't believe at minimum that things are happening out in 3D reality that maybe I don't see physically, but I know I'm being led to the exact outcome of whatever it is I want. And I understand that is very rational, logical thinking, right? It's also somewhat innocent thinking, but sometimes we attach ourselves to that thinking and we're not very aware of it. So again, I used myself as the example as I was speaking to this lovely, lovely girl. I said, I've talked about my September of 2022. That was where the whole make a decision. Decide who you are and stick to it. That's where that came from. I was not having a great time. And if you're new to my channel, first of all, let's take a moment and let you subscribe and come back and see me. Okay. Also, you could give this video a like too. I would really appreciate that. It goes for all of you. New subscribers, old subscribers. How about a like? If you're enjoying the sass, how about a like? Okay. Notice I had to bring that all back to me. So when I was experiencing September 2022, I didn't necessarily love my 3D, and I felt very much stuck in a state of consciousness. And I would escape from it momentarily and I'd fall right back in. And I didn't love my 3D at all. And I wanted it to change drastically, very quickly. I was frustrated. I was hurt. I was upset. I was every emotion that we have available. I was that. And, when I came up with that, I am just done with feeling like I have to go do techniques. I am done with being that person. one thought that I don't know that I've ever put in a video. I can't remember if I have. I got a lot of content. So I said it to her. I was done being the girl that is, and this can be a guy thing too. It's not just to women, but I'm a girl, so I'm the example. I am done being the girl manifesting a specific person. I am done being that version of myself. I am tired of being in a consistent place of trying to fix 3D reality, trying to fix SP or make SP come in the exact way I want. Now, granted, I'm not saying that we all should stop manifesting specific people. That's not the message. The message is I'm done identifying as that. I don't want to be the person always in the reality of I'm manifesting specific person. I'm manifesting the relationship to be different. I'm manifesting so that I can be happy. That was the identity that I was consistently stepping in and not even being aware of it. Do you see what I mean? So in other words, there were glorious moments along my journey, but the relationship clearly was not fully fulfilling me either. So there was a lot of things I wasn't enjoying about my life at that time in all areas, not just specific person, but I just wasn't fulfilled. Now, granted, a lot of me was attached to 3D and I wanted out of that. I wanted to be out of being so attached to 3D that could control my mood. And I came to that epiphany that it's because I think I'm still the self that doesn't have what she wants. That's why I feel stuck in a state at that time. That's why I feel the way I do, is because I believe in that identity more. I believe in the 3D around me more. That's what I believe, what I was experiencing in the 3D at the time. I believe in that more than I believe that I am my new self. Hence where that came from. I don't want to be the person manifesting this. Okay, so we're using SP as the example. I don't want to be the girl forever manifesting and waiting on reality to show me what I want from SP. I don't want to do that anymore. I just want it. I just want to have it. I'm tired of believing in I don't have the love I want. I don't have the relationship I want. I don't have the version of SP that I want. If you're manifesting something else, insert that word, right? If you're manifesting money, then I don't want to be the girl who's afraid that she don't have enough money. I just want it. I just want it. I am tired of feeling like I'm constantly manifesting the same shit and not seeing change in my 3D. I'm tired of being that identity. That felt more real to me, that's who I was. Well, because I was so attached to what 3D was showing me, or what I thought 3D was showing me, that I believed in the perception at the time from the state I was in. I believed in that perception more than I believed in being who I wanted to be. I was sick of identifying with fixing SPs. I just wanted to be the me that fucking had what she wanted. And granted, this is kind of a play on words, so I understand you're already aware that you want to experience what you want to experience in 3D. But more than likely, if you are dissatisfied with your 3D, and you're very aware of it, and that is something that is consistently on your mind, your dissatisfaction, outside of that obvious statement, you believe in the identity that you don't have shit. that you're not your new self more than you do. That conviction isn't there. The conviction is for the other reality. The conviction is for the version of you that's dissatisfied. That's where your truth is. That's where your belief is. That's where your faith is in that reality. This is why I say that, sometimes when we're frustrated and we're angry because we don't see what we want in reality, just like I was, channel that conviction. Instead of projecting the anger on reality and saying, I just don't like what I see. I don't like this anymore. I'm not happy. I'm frustrated. I'm all those things. Take that anger and use it to your benefit and channel it in, I refuse to be this person. I don't want to ever have to be the person that's manifesting her person ever again. No matter what that may mean to you. I'm never going to be that person stuck in that cycle of trying to fix SPs. I'm going to put all my effort, my energy, and by effort, I mean that, loosely. I'm going to put my awareness, my focus, my attention on who I am. I am the girl that just gets what she wants. That's it. I'm the girl that it's easy. Life is easy. I'm that girl. I'm the girl that comfortably knows, of course I'm chosen. Of course I'm wanted. Of course I'm loved. Of course I am. That's who I fucking am. I'm never going to go back to that old cycle. So it's as simple as I refuse to be old self. But do you see, there's an energy to that. It's channeled conviction. There's an intensity. I realize I'm naturally a very intense person. Yeah, I know. But there was a passion there. I'm like, I am done. I will never be that person again. I don't want it. Can't you feel that? That wasn't a message to me or an affirmation to me saying, I don't want love. I don't want my relationship. I don't want my person. No, I'm never going to be that identity anymore. I'm going to claim who I want to be. And I'm going to channel whatever feelings and emotions I have as, God damn it, this is who I am. This is who I am. And if I don't see it exactly in my face, in my reality, I don't care. I'm not going to let that get in my way. I know reality is going to present it to me because I have that inner conviction of I will never do that again. I will never be the person hung up on reality or hung up on a specific person. I will never do that again. That was the thoughts running through my mind at that time. I will never be the person so hung up on reality that I'm allowing it to actually tell me who I am. And please understand, this doesn't mean that nothing ever gets on my nerves or upsets me in 3D reality. But I passionately do not want to ever identify as someone trying to fix love, because that was always my important area, to fix love. I am claiming that I know that I'm already the me that can have the love relationship. That can be my normal because it already exists. Because that version of me already existed. It was already there. I just had to choose it. I had to choose it, but I meant it internally. I meant it. I meant it consciously. I meant it with passion. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to have a fulfilled life. And I'm not going to accept anything less. That was the passion coming from within me. And that gave her a light bulb moment. I can see where I am, at the time she was still identifying, because where this came from was a question of, she was telling me, I don't feel good about having to go back to, affirming or going after getting contact. Going back to affirming or scripting or visualizing that SP contacts me. Now, again, in truth, it's really nothing wrong with affirming that. That's not the message today, guys. But she was at a place in awareness, and it's not lost on me that it was a reflection of something I had already experienced, right? Of course, we're reflecting each other. It's why we're connected, right? She had that inner conviction that I don't want to have to go back to that place of, putting all the focus and attention on what I want SP to do. Subconsciously and consciously, I'm aware that I clearly want movement. I clearly want contact. Of course I do. That's what my idea of a relationship is, right? And this is also me talking about myself, not just her. So I'm saying, I knew that. I knew that when I talk about being in a love relationship where I'm fulfilled, clearly contact is happening. I saw going back to having to affirm for contact. It didn't feel good to me either. That made me feel like I was the person back to getting SP to show up and do something versus just deciding, no, I'm already the me that's normal for me to have. I'm the me that gets contact, gets pursued, gets chosen. That's my normal. That's who I want to be. Do you see that very slight difference? And again, please, if you're currently someone affirming for contact, this doesn't mean you have to stop affirming. That's not the message. But who do you really think you are? That's the actually message. That's the true message here. I made a video, I believe it was last week, where I said, do you see the reality around you as, well, this is my actual reality, the reality where I'm not experiencing anything I want with SP. That's my real reality. That's your identity. But I'm manifesting for it to change. And I hope it will. There's an identity in that. There's a decision in there somewhere. You hear it? This is about being it now, or at minimum, becoming. Becoming. It is an absolute inner choice over who you are. This is breaking the habit of relying on 3D reality to actually tell you who you are. Manifesting is choosing who you are first. Then reality reflects it. There's that first choice. Some of you get very discouraged when you are experiencing movement from your specific person, and then it gets quiet again. And because of conditioning, a lot of you automatically assume that something's wrong. It's going backwards. It's not working. I thought I was doing a good job. Who said you stopped doing a good job? Who said that? You're saying it. You are allowing, again, 3D reality to tell you who you are. And that's the main habit we're cutting as conscious manifestors. So if you're personally someone experiencing, like, you were getting great movement and then it's kind of slowing down again, or it's slowing down to nothing, what are you identifying as? Are you the person now you think you're doing something wrong because the movement stopped? Or are you still your new friggin' self? The self that gets what he or she wants. This isn't about perfection. This is about, do you see the subtle differences in who we identify as? We are always identifying as someone. We are always identifying as a version of ourselves. This whole journey isn't about fixing yourself, changing yourself. It's about you becoming aware of your true self. The self you actually already are. But your awareness has been over in the planet of, I'm not that yet. I don't have what I want yet. 3D isn't showing me what I want yet, so I'm not that person yet. Yes, you are. Infinite realities, infinite versions of self, infinite states of consciousness. You are already who you want to be, but only you can give yourself that permission to claim it and identify with it and be it. I hope that has helped at minimum one person. I hope that has made sense. It's a freeing message. It's not a stressful message. So on that note, I'll see you tomorrow. Editing Kim here, really quick. A little hint that you're identifying as, I don't have what I friggin' want, is if you've had that conscious thought of, I'm not going to do this forever. I'm not going to do this forever. I am not going to be manifesting this SP forever. Like, I have a time limit of how long I'm going to do this for. Maybe I should give this up. It's been this and this, amount of time. Maybe I should give it up. Outside of just changing your mind, and it's perfectly okay to change your fucking mind. Just saying that. Okay, it's okay to pick a different specific person. No problem there. No issue, no judgment. But if you know you're mentally sitting on that, I'm not going to do this forever. How much longer? Is it, normal to keep doing this? Whatever the question is. There's your answer. That's really your identity. That's your real identity. Because you're already bargaining or wagering it. How much longer am I going to do this? Do what? Do what? What is it that you're doing? Do you see what I mean? Sometimes manifestation can really come off like fuckery or like a riddle. And it's like, a riddle, asking a question that you expect a straight, logical, literal answer to. But manifestation can make us feel like we get an answer, but we got to see through it to get the real answer. And I know that's frustrating. It frustrated me. But when I got it, I got it. I know who I need to be to get what I want in reality. One of the ways is to stop identifying as, I'm not her yet. I don't have it yet. Like I said, at minimum, knowing you will have it. You comfortably know you will have it. You are the you who will have it. You see the subtle differences in that, in the identity. I hope this made sense. I hope this clicked for one of you. Thank you very much for watching back this video.